Imagine waking up one day and the world is completely silent. No morning songs, no chirping in the trees, no wings flapping in the sky. It sounds like a movie, doesn't it? But right now, as you watch this, some of the most beautiful, unique voices of our planet are fading away forever. We share our Earth with wonders that survived ice ages and massive changes. Yet today they are fighting their hardest battle just to exist. In this video, we are going on a journey to meet 10 of the rarest birds on Earth. Birds so close to the edge of extinction that you might be among the last generation to ever see them. If you love nature, please hit that subscribe button because every voice matters in saving them. Let's begin. Our journey starts in the deep, magical forests of New Zealand. Meet the Kakapo. It's not just a bird, it's a living contradiction. The Kakapo is the world's only parrot that cannot fly. It's also the heaviest parrot on Earth, looking like a soft green, mossy bowling ball with feathers. Because they spent millions of years without any predators on their island, they forgot how to fly. Instead, they walk, climb trees with their strong claws, and sometimes freeze completely, hoping no one sees them. They have a sweet, friendly personality, almost like a puppy, and they smell like honey and old violin cases. But when humans brought cats, rats, and stoats to New Zealand, the Kakapo's peaceful world crashed. They couldn't fly away. By the late 1990s, only about 50 of these beautiful birds were left alive. They were literally staring into the abyss of extinction. Thankfully, a team of dedicated scientists and volunteers stepped in. They moved every single Kakapo to tiny, predator-free islands. Today, thanks to 24-hour protection, artificial breeding, and pure love, their numbers have crawled up to around 250. Every single Kakapo has a name. They are fighting back, but they are still in critical danger. Seeing one in the wild is a true miracle. Leaving New Zealand behind, we fly across the massive Pacific Ocean to the rugged, sun-drenched canyons of North America. Look up at the sky. If you are lucky, you might see a shadow so large it looks like a small airplane. This is the California Condor, the largest flying land bird in North America. With a breathtaking wingspan of nearly 3 meters, these kings of the sky don't just fly. They glide effortlessly on hot air currents, traveling up to 160 kilometers a day without flapping their wings even once. They are nature's ultimate cleanup crew, keeping the ecosystem healthy. by the year 1987, human activity, especially lead poisoning from eating hunted animals, brought these giants to their knees. The entire world held its breath. There were only 22 California condors left alive on the whole planet. 22. It was an absolute emergency. In a desperate, historic move, scientists captured every single remaining wild condor. It was a risky gamble to breed them in captivity. To prevent the chicks from bonding with humans, biologists used special hand puppets that looked exactly like adult condors to feed them. Against all odds, the gamble worked. Today, thanks to this incredible rescue mission, there are over 500 California condors, and more than half of them are flying free once again over the Grand Canyon. They are living proof that when we choose to fix our mistakes, nature can heal. Now, let us travel south, deep into the heart of Brazil's dry, beautiful forests, to hear a story that sounds like a Hollywood movie. In fact, it actually inspired one. This is the Spix Macaw, a breathtakingly beautiful parrot with feathers the color of a summer sky and soft white rings around its eyes. You might recognize this bird as Blue from the famous animated film Rio. In the movie, Blue was the last male of his kind. Sadly, in real life, the story was even darker. Because of heavy deforestation and the illegal pet trade, the very last known wild Spix Macaw disappeared in the year 2000. The species was officially declared extinct in the wild. For over 20 years, this beautiful blue bird lived only in memories, on movie screens, and in a few private cages around the world. But the story didn't end there. A global miracle was quietly happening behind closed doors. Conservationists from different countries worked together, gathering the few birds kept in private collections to start a highly protected breeding program. It took years of patience, science, and hope. Then, in the summer of 2022, something magical happened. A small flock of Spix Macaws was released back into their native Brazilian forests. For the first time in more than 2 decades, the sky of Brazil flashed with that unforgettable, brilliant blue color once again. They are still incredibly rare, and their survival is fragile, but they are no longer just a memory. They are home. From the forests of South America, we cross the ocean once again to the tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia. Let's visit the Philippines. Deep inside the islands of Mindanao lives a creature of pure majesty, the Philippine eagle. Also known as the monkey-eating eagle, this is one of the largest, most powerful birds of prey in the entire world. When it spreads its wings, it spans over 2 meters wide. But what makes this eagle unforgettable is its face. It has a beautiful crest of long brown feathers that surrounds its head like a lion's mane, and piercing icy blue eyes that can spot prey from kilometers away. They are fierce, loyal, and incredibly dedicated parents, raising only a single chick every 2 years. But a king needs a kingdom, and the Philippine eagle's kingdom is shrinking every single day. They depend entirely on old growth, ancient forests to hunt and nest. Sadly, because of heavy logging and farming, these beautiful forests are disappearing. Today, it is estimated that fewer than 400 pairs of these giant eagles are left in the wild. When a single tree falls, an entire family of eagles might lose their home forever. Conservation teams are working tirelessly with local tribes to protect the remaining trees, but the battle against habitat loss is a race against time. Seeing this king of the air glide through the green canopy is a sight of pure power, but it is a sight that is dangerously close to fading into history. Wow! Every time I look at these beautiful creatures, I'm reminded of how fragile our world really is. If you are feeling inspired by these incredible stories of survival, please take a quick second to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By doing this, you help us share these important stories with more people around the world, giving these endangered birds a louder voice. Leave a comment below telling us which bird touched your heart the most so far. Thank you for standing with us, and now, let's continue our journey. We travel next to the isolated, ancient island of Madagascar, a place famous for wildlife found nowhere else on Earth. For nearly 15 years, scientists believed that a small quiet water bird called the Madagascar pochard was gone forever. This rare diving duck, with its simple brown feathers and striking white eyes, was officially written off as extinct in the late 1990s. The world thought it had lost another unique piece of nature's puzzle due to polluted lakes and human fishing nets. But nature loves to surprise us. In the year 2006, during a research trip to a highly remote volcanic lake in the northern part of the island, scientists spotted something unbelievable. A tiny flock of Madagascar pochards was swimming peacefully on the water. There were only 22 ducks left in existence. It was the ultimate biological treasure hunt. Instantly, an international rescue team went to work. They collected eggs, raised the ducklings in specialized safety centers, and built innovative floating aviaries directly on the lake to help them adapt. Thanks to this incredible teamwork, their population has grown to over 100 individuals. They are still the rarest ducks in the world, but their quiet return proved to us that hope is never truly dead, even when all seems lost. Our next stop takes us back to the vast windswept grasslands of Brazil known as the Cerrado. Here lies a story of a resurrection so unexpected that it shocked the scientific community. Meet the blue-eyed ground dove. At first glance, it looks like a simple, warm brown dove, but look closer right into its eyes. They are a brilliant, shocking gemstone blue, matching the beautiful metallic spots on its wings. For 75 long years, this bird was nothing but a ghost. No one had seen it since the year 1941. Experts feared that the rapid destruction of Brazil's grasslands for mega-farming had wiped them out completely. But in 2015, a Brazilian ornithologist was walking through the grassland when he heard a strange, unfamiliar bird song. He followed the sound, looked through his binoculars, and couldn't believe his eyes. Right there, sitting quietly, was a blue-eyed ground dove. He hadn't just found a bird, he had found a lost world. Today we know that only about 30 of these incredible doves exist in the wild. They live in a tiny secret area that is now heavily protected. Because their population is so small, every single egg is a treasure, and every hatchling is a victory against time. They teach us a beautiful lesson, that nature can hide its greatest treasures in plain sight, waiting for us to care enough to look. From the dry grasslands of Brazil, we fly north to the Caribbean Sea, to the beautiful mountainous island of Dominica. This island is home to a bird so royal it is featured on the country's national flag. This is the imperial Amazon, also known locally as the Cicero parrot. It is the largest of all Amazon parrots, wearing a stunning coat of deep green on its back and a rich royal purple on its chest. These birds are proud dwellers of the mountain rainforests, nesting only in the cavities of the oldest, tallest trees. They can live for decades, flying like living jewels across the misty peaks. However, being an island species means your whole world is vulnerable. The imperial Amazon was already struggling due to habitat loss and the illegal pet trade with only a few hundred left. Then in September 2017, disaster struck. Category 5 Hurricane Maria battered the island, destroying entire forests and stripping trees bare. It was a heartbreaking tragedy. For months, scientists feared the worst, but the Cicero is a fighter. A few survivors managed to endure the storm. Today, it is estimated that less than 50 of these magnificent parrots remain in the wild. Conservationists are now rushing to build artificial nest boxes to help them rebuild their families. The imperial Amazon is the very spirit of Dominica, battered by the storms of life, but refusing to fall. As night falls over the world, we travel to the dry, thorny scrub forests of Andhra Pradesh in eastern India. Here we are looking for a ghost that walks only in the dark. This is the Jerdon's courser, a truly mysterious nocturnal bird with long, slender legs, large dark eyes built for the night, and beautiful black and white bands across its neck. For 86 years, the world thought this bird had vanished from the face of the earth forever. It was feared dead until 1986, when a local hunter suddenly spotted one. It was a historic discovery that brought hope back to the scientific world. But searching for a bird that only comes out when the sun goes down is incredibly difficult. The Jerdon's courser doesn't fly much. It prefers to run quietly along the forest floor, hiding under the shadows of thick bushes. Tragically, because of illegal construction and the clearing of these unique scrub forests, its home is shrinking fast. In fact, no human has officially confirmed seeing one since the year 2009. Yet scientists refuse to give up. Every single year, teams walk through the dark forests, setting up camera traps and listening carefully for its soft whistling call. We do not know exactly how many are left, maybe a dozen, maybe fewer. The Jerdon's courser is a reminder of the mysteries we are losing before we even fully understand them. We cross back to South America, deep into the Atlantic forest of Bahia, Brazil. In these dense, misty valleys lives a bird so rare that its survival depends on just a few hectares of trees. Meet the Stressman's bristlefront. It is a small charcoal bird with a long tail, but its most striking feature is a tuft of stiff hair-like feathers sticking straight up above its beak, like a tiny rebellious crown. This little bird spends its life close to the dark forest floor, nesting in tunnels it digs into earthen banks. The story of the Stressman's bristlefront is a nail-biting thriller. For decades it was lost. Then, a single bird was found in 1995. Years passed with silence until 2018, when researchers spotted just one lonely female. That was it. One single bird stood between the species and absolute extinction. Today, its entire global population might be fewer than 5 individuals. Fire, logging, and severe droughts have pushed them to the absolute edge of existence. A dedicated reserve has been created just for them, protecting the exact spot where that last female was seen. The Stressman's bristlefront is a fragile heartbeat in the deep woods, showing us that even the smallest, most hidden lives are worth fighting for with everything we have. we reach the #1 rarest bird on our list. To find it, we travel to the beautiful volcanic slopes of Maui in the Hawaiian Islands. This is the Maui parrotbill, or kiwikiu. This tiny emerald and yellow honey creeper is a true masterpiece of nature. It possesses a heavy hooked beak that looks exactly like a parrot's, which it uses with incredible strength to crush dead wood and search for insects. Once, these little birds sang all across the island, from the sunny beaches to the highest peaks. But today the kiwikiu is facing a strange and invisible enemy: climate. As temperatures rise, invasive mosquitoes carrying deadly avian malaria are moving higher and higher up the mountains. The birds have no natural immunity. They have been pushed into a tiny, cold, windswept strip of forest on the very top of the volcano. It is estimated that fewer than 150 of these beautiful birds are left in the wild. Scientists are now racing against time, restoring forests on cooler slopes and developing ways to protect them from disease. The Maui parrotbill is standing on the absolute edge of existence, a beautiful island treasure fighting for its very last breath. Ten birds, 10 beautiful, unique voices that are staring into the dark abyss of extinction. Seeing them even once in a lifetime is a privilege, but ensuring they survive is our collective responsibility. Their stories show us that humans have the power to destroy, but we also possess the incredible power to save, to restore, and to heal. The choice is entirely ours. If this journey touched your heart, please help us spread their stories. Hit that like button. Share this video with someone who loves nature, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another wildlife documentary. By sharing these videos, you are helping to keep their voices alive in the human world. Let us know in the comments 10 miracles you hope will fly free forever. Thank you so much for watching, thank you for caring, and we will see you in the next journey. Goodbye.